When you select your favorite vegetables in your local supermarket or from a vendor, do you stop to think of where they came from? And when you hear the word farmer or farming, what comes to mind? The Agro-Investment Corporation, AIC, wants you to think of farming as a business. The AIC is the agribusiness facilitation arm of the government of Jamaica's Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries. The corporation is responsible for stimulating, facilitating and developing agriculture through advisory and management.
We have 7 agro parks that we're in charge of, but the 7 is not like it's going to be 7 all the time. We have additional agro parks coming on stream. And because the concept of agro parks is so powerful, important, and can really produce what you want to be produced, the government is relying on building more agro parks for us and getting the good management. Because one of the distinctions between agro parks and general agriculture anywhere is that we have irrigation going through the year. So you don't have to wait until special season to plant.
More importantly, it ensures the utilization of government-owned agricultural assets, including agro parks where investor farmers lease lands and plant crops. Investor farmers of the agro parks, also known as small ruminant investments, are provided with management systems and technical on-site support. One facilitator of this support is Park Manager Georgia Curtis. Here she is outlining her duties.
I do a lot of stuff. I manage the operation of the agro park, and some of my roles and responsibility. I maintain farm road. The soil type here is clay, so it is easily waterlogged and it takes a long time to dry out. So I have to maintain the road by applying shingles and clean the drainage so that when it rains we don't have the farmlands flooding and stuff like that. I also provide training on good agricultural practices such as food safety training, farmers health and hygiene training, just to name a few. And time to time, I will interact with the farmers, as to, what's going on with their crop, their experience in growing the crop, and, we'll walk the field and see if we see any problem as it relates to pests and diseases, and try to find the recommendation that can help them to, maintain all of that.
PBCJ journeyed to the Amity Hall Agro Park in St. Catherine to speak with the farmers themselves. This is Jayados Prabaha, but everyone calls him Pablo. His farm currently sits on approximately 20 acres of land at the Amity Hall Agro Park. Mr. Prabaha, who started farming in 1995, is a trained agronomist with a master's degree in agriculture. Let's ask him what he plants.
All different vegetables, like 40 different vegetables I grow. We have tomatoes, sweet pepper, cucumber, cantaloupe, melon, cabbage, anything you call it as. In addition to that, we have all Chinese vegetables also, like this is fuga, karila, and we have siga, dunga, so many Chinese vegetables, Chinese eggplant, tindora, so many other things, In addition to that, we have herbs also, like spinach, kale, parsley, cilantro, all those things also.
All farmers in the agro parks are required to have a market for their produce. Some plant cassava crops for distilleries, while others plant pepper for seasoning and other food products. Pablo tells us about his market.
I am supplying to supermarkets, I am supplying to chain of Mega Mart as well as progressive stores. So I normally control most of the vegetables, what they want, I grow it by myself.
Thanks to the crops he plants and markets he supplies, Pablo's harvesting period is not the same as other farmers.
Every Wednesday and Thursday. Because we have been planting, every 15 days we plant new crops. So continuously I want to make sure that supermarkets get the goods on a consistent basis.
Let's take a quick look at how the plants make their way from the field to your local supermarket. This is the business of food.